Hi, Twin Flames. Welcome back to my channel. Tis I, the one and only Archer with Archer Astrology. If you're new here, welcome. If you're existing, welcome back. Appreciate y'all. We are going to dive down that dirty, dusty road and take a trip down the Twin Flame cycle and see where the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine are for November of 2022. Something we usually like to do to check in, and much like the Twin Flame journey, it gets a little more involved. We're going to need 3 decks for this one. We will use the Mystic Mondays deck for our Divine Feminine to see the current energy, current situation for the feminine. We will use the Book of Shadows Tarot for our Divine Masculine, see if he's pulling his head out of his ass yet, or she. You know, there's no gender in tarot. Somebody's a masculine, somebody's a feminine, or you're both. What? Don't worry, we'll leave the Neil deGrasse Archer Sun and the Nikola Tesla 369 stuff for a little further in our journey. All right, right now the energy cycles, we've got a lot of retrogrades going on. Mars, Mercury, and Venus are all hanging around. Jupiter and Neptune are getting to go direct. So a lot of energy is, it kind of puts Sagittarius into Cupid on crack, wanting to fire arrows off anywhere. So everybody's going to get a wish granted. That's kind of how it goes this time. Look at this. Feminine's already trying to talk. These things are getting like stuck. I do appreciate you all for being here. If you would like, share, comment, subscribe, set that bell so you can be notified. I do go live every Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So do come and hang out with me. I would totally appreciate it. All right. Feminine's feeling good. All right. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can email me at archerastrology@gmail.com. And we'll talk tea. You know, we'll get a little extra nosy. It's what we like to do. All right, let's see what's going on right now over here on the masculine deck. Get this shuffled up and ready into the energy. And I know this bores some people, but I like to do this while we're on camera so the masculine and the feminine can connect to the energy of the reading. That's one of the best ways to tap into a cycle when you're dealing with this, because the soulmate journey is kind of like driving down that dirt road and you've got bad shocks and the check engine light is on and you got to pee and the low fuel light's on. And it pretty much usually happens to both you guys this way, especially if you're currently in the runner chaser phase. Always a good time. So, all right, whoa. Okay, the masculine's a little oomph going on right now. Let's see, we got 3 cards. Let's get a little preview at the masculine side. You've got the Knight of Cups. Okay, got the Knight of Cups. And also Justice, some Libra energy. Look, she's getting home to ready to relax, or she's putting her shoes back on, getting ready to do the walk of shame. Not sure. Either way, it's Justice. And the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving energy in the deck, typical for the masculine. All right, so they're still up there a little bit, but we'll see where it goes. All right, so let's get this done, and then of course we will use the Thoth deck to kind of clarify anything we might need, get a final outcome. All right, so here we go. All right, this one's good. We're not looking because we know how the masculine gets, right? All right, so let's take a look. Currently, the Divine Feminine, rewind, Divine Feminine is feeling it oddly a little bit. 3 of Swords. You, especially on the chaser side of the connection, are definitely up in your feels about everything that went down. It was not supposed to happen this way, and yet it was. So currently, the feminine is, we got Princess of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. So you are definitely up thinking about how this went down, the way it felt when you guys met, and how it was in the beginning, just kind of how happy you guys were, maybe even doing a little work up at night, 3 of Pentacles, or dreaming a little bit, just kind of thinking about it, everything, the way it went down, and not really, kind of not wanting to deal with too much of it anymore. That sword's bent, can't fight too much anymore. And you just want to kind of do some work to find some balance and some justice. 6 of Swords. You're really working with the energies that you got. I mean, heck, you're here with me right now watching tarot. So you're trying to come to some grips with everything because you really wanted to make this work. And especially if the feminine is the chaser and you're currently in the no contact phase where you aren't sure how to proceed or there is no way to proceed, then that can make the feminine get a little crazy up in her feels. 9 of Swords. See, this is up at 2 a.m. staring at the ceiling, lost inside a feeling again. And all those swords penetrating in as you're kind of huddled up, maybe even huddled up, holding onto your phone, checking into this, watching to see what's going on, wondering what's going on. So the feminine is actually putting in a lot of work, feeling a lot of this energy right now that's going on. King of Pentacles. You're still trying to come across very cool, very calm, very collected, Extrovertedly, especially as we go into some of these Aries points, these 0 degree cardinal signs, where the energy gets a lot more extroverted. You show off and glow a little bit more. Even if you're thinking about this, because you know how it feels. If you're thinking about them, it's because they're thinking about you, because you guys have energetically connected. So inside, you're feeling very 9 and 6 of swords. That's 15 swords. That's a lot on anybody feminine. But you're still trying to carry yourself very calm and very confident. People look at you like, if you weren't into this point, or if you're at a point that you're doing the work, trying some other sources out, you come across very confident, very, very good in how you're feeling. So you're carrying yourself off very well. And remember, the swords energy, the full moon is going to be in Gemini. It's a great time to get out of the anxious feeling that you're feeling, wondering what the masculine, what the runner's up to, and kind of just embrace the energy that we've got going on to manifest the reunion that you guys both are destined for, but still working a lot to do. 5 of Pentacles. So, I mean, like, the feminine knows that this could go forward anytime. The time is, the door's open. There's always a key bite. Even though she's looking away, she knows she could go forward. But it's like, you don't know where to go or what to do, because the masculine is still in the runner dynamic and trying to just find some kind of balance no matter how they feel onto it. So you're feeling a lot of this, but the anxiety that you feel will slowly subside after we get through this full moon in Gemini, because that will actually, overthinking can lead to overreacting. And both of those will get amplified with the Mars, Mercury, Venus conjuncts that are going on right now. But with Neptune and Jupiter both getting ready to go direct and everything starting to head towards Aries, it does signal new beginnings. And Sagittarius, the ever-eternal knowledge seeker and eternal adventurer, will really embrace that right now, especially during the holidays. You know your masculine's thinking about you, right? We're both thinking about each other. Both sides of it does, right? So let's see. I want some clarifiers just straight down the road real quick, just to see what we got going on. So the Thoth deck's going to, try tested and true. This deck does know your boy Archer. So, okay, feminine, you're feeling it a lot right now. Very sad, very nervous, very anxious, very like it's not going anywhere. Like you're living in a fantasy land that'll never exist, but you're trying to stay strong. 7 of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sag energy, dominantly on the Leo side. And Leos do embody strength for a reason. So you're protecting yourself. Even if you're coming across Knight of Pentacles, you're protecting your heart. You're protecting your chakra. And the Wheel of Fortune comes out to clarify this Princess of Swords to 3 of Pentacles energy. And I love that, because the way this card is working for coming into December, even though this is a November reading, of course, the feminine's always a little ahead of the curve. So you're seeing that to do this, the Wheel of Fortune this month, Archer's Wheel of Fortune, is like a safe combination dial. And you've got to rotate that Wheel of Fortune a few times to get all the tumblers inside to line up, so you can open the safe door. And it kind of like opening Pandora's box and letting a wave of emotions flow out. On that 6 and 9 of swords, 15 swords, why not throw 5 more into it for just a straight up 20 swords? Maybe this has been something going on for 20 days, weeks, or months, that type of a thing, year or two, whatnot. It's just showing the defeat that you're feeling. You're really kind of burnt out, divine feminine. That a Capricorn energy shows up too. That so you are trying to find some stability and the ability to go on and to disconnect your energy and to do the work of all the stuff that you do while you're researching this online. But it keeps coming back, and you keep feeling it. It comes in cycles, maybe more so in the evening, because we are going towards that full moon energy. So it's going to start amplifying things out. Ace of Wands, yeah. See, now the feminine's at the point where they're still looking good. They're presenting themselves, carrying themselves strong, and ready to go forward with something kind of new and good looking and passionate. And if the masculine catches eyes of this, they may start to get a little into their feels that they want to give you a little boom boom stick. It's that new passion that you're just tired of this and want to see it come to an end. It does sometimes in this lifetime. Sometimes it takes till the next lifetime. It's hard to tell at what point in each cycle that you're at. All right, so let's take a peek over now at the masculine side and see what's going on there, okay? All right, bottom of the deck for the masculine, we got the 3 of Wands. Even if they're still in the runner phase of the dynamic and their head's a little too far up their ass to figure out what's going on, Spirit's kind of forcing that, hey, the time's right. You need to get up, get dressed. The feminine is looking pretty darn good, and the feminine's got other Ace of Wand offers coming in. Meanwhile, you're just sitting back when the time's right and you're still in your bathrobe, chilling by the fire. Look outside. The feminine's getting somebody else. Somebody else is running off with the feminine masculine because you're taking too long. the time's been right for a minute, and the feminine's getting a little tired of waiting, because the feminine usually winds up coming into the Empress energy first, right? So you present yourself as an Empress coming out King of Pentacles style, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn up in it. You're not going to stay on the market too long. So, hey, masculine, you probably should kind of get your act together a little bit. That runner thing gets old after a while, right? Up 2 swords. So, okay, the cool part about it is the masculine is starting to feel a little bit calmer, maybe starting to do some work even. A little bit of focus, a little bit of meditation, finding some zen, trying to call a little peace out. Okay, so maybe it's a little baby effort, but we'll try to give them something to go on. Okay, 9 swords. Whoa, you guys are starting to mirror, because we got 9 swords on the feminine side. So the connection is starting to come together. Look at how the masculine's feeling. Dude, she is fighting all that energy around her. There's a freaking hawk eagle right down there being like, yeah, what you thinking about? Dude, the masculine cannot sleep. They're trying to man up, be cool, and handle their runner situation just fine. They're running as far as they can. They don't need anything. And Spirit's like, oh, no bueno. You must start doing other work. You know, you've been up in your head too long. Time to come out. They're only sitting at 11 swords. You're up at 20. You're pretty much done with it, right? Oh, okay, they're catching up, though. Here's your 10 of swords. They're at 21 swords. They just passed you up by 1. Dude, and look at that. They're getting ready to walk away from it. They're feeling this, man, just being at the point where they can't take it no more. Up all night, pacing the floors, trying to figure out why they can't. They don't need the feminine. The feminine. It was the feminine's fault. The feminine was the one that did everything. They were obsessive. They were crazy. It was wild. I don't understand. I don't get it. And they're trying to spin that blame the way they did during the fight, during the separation phase when the no contact started. And they're having a hard time with it. The moon is freaking bombarding them. They're tapping into more secrets. And literally, like what I was saying, this full moon energy that's coming out is going to really hit them hardcore. They feel it more. You guys are probably hitting on alternating cycles. One of you is more happy during the new moon phases. The other one of you is more happy during the full moon phase. And then one of you can figure out when you're down during the opposing cycle, while the other one can't figure out why their life goes to shit every month, you know, that sort of thing. The moon dishes it out, and it really doesn't give you warning. It doesn't tell you what's going on, right? Judgment, yeah. Right there, they're getting Wapner's hammer gavel laid down on them pretty hardcore. I mean, look at that. They're mourning the loss of this connection. Look at how she's just down on her knees mourning this, like, I need this to end. I need something to change. And they can try to stay away as long as they want, but it really can't stop them. That's the problem. They can try to free will it all they want, right? 8 of Pentacles. Do the work. I'm doing it my way. This is how it goes. This could be a connection that goes deeper, where you guys also are friends and work colleagues. But either way, they're doing that 8 of Pentacles work to get all the Pentacles in on time. That Bob Ross of Tarot shows up. They're trying to manipulate and work through it as best they can, but Spirit keeps relaying it on to them. You can say, the masculine can say they've got free will and they can do anything they want anytime they want. Sure. Spirit's like, yeah, okay, masculine, if you want to turn left right now, go ahead, give it a shot. I planted a tree there 50 years ago, but if you want to make a turn, go ahead. Let's say the time is right. Free will. They go Willy Wonka. A spirit goes Willy Wonka on the masculine for a minute. It's like, oh, no, wait, don't, stop, come back. You know, Spirit gets just as frustrated, because these twin flame journeys are set up for a reason, so that you guys can grow, come back together, and make it work. And when one side or the other goes into that friggin' runner mode, and then free will overrides, Spirit's like, I put a lot of work into this. What the heck's going on? So they're staying very slow, but the moon energy is affecting them more. Stuff that you're manifesting out feminine is hitting over onto the masculine side a little harder core. All right, masculine, so you are feeling this right now and trying to walk away from it. You've done passed up on the sword energy. The masculine, the runner situation is starting to feel it a lot deeper, actually, and trying to figure out why they can't go past it. Guess what? It's how it works. Pay attention to those moon cycles, because that's when Wapner lays that hammer down, and you really can't come past it. You're going to feel it. All right. Clarifying bottom of the deck, communication. See? The masculine wanting to reach out to the feminine, the runner, the dynamic wanting to start switching. This is how Spirit communicates it. This is actually Spirit dishing out commands or instructions or orders to your guys' subconscious, 3 of Pentacles style. So communicating to the masculine that you need to come together, and we could even be at a point where the energy's Wheel of Fortune style starts to flip. The feminine might go into the chaser energy this time around, because we're in that holiday season where both sides start thinking about each other a heck of a lot more. See? Yeah. I love when these decks back me up. The Thoth deck does frickin' know, and the Thoth deck's in its element right now. It's a Sag influence Sag deck. So it's definitely feeling the Cupid on crack energy. Yeah, Spirit is dishing some stuff out. So 21 just became 27. Maybe the masculines decided to join the 27 club, but not in a bad way. Because that's 27. When you turn 27, that's your Saturn return. It's a point where the brain starts to mature. You start to set things change. You change. We go through several leveling ups in our lives, and one of them happens at 27. Yeah, a lot of times, as you see in pop culture, you people, and think of all the people that aren't making pop culture, that don't make the news, they get into the 27 club, can't handle the adjustments as the brain begins to mature, and you go out of your child phase, the 0 to 26 era, and you hit 27 up till about 40. It'll happen again at 40, but it starts out at 27. And so you're going to start feeling a lot different. And on the masculine side, the masculine's at that 27 point, they're getting welcomed in with plenty of swords to let them know it's time to frickin' level up. You're not a kid anymore. You need to start acting right. And that could be what brings it to the point. 3 of Wands. The energy at the bottom of the deck is syncing up right there where Spirit's, yeah, Archer didn't play around on this one. It's frickin' time something happens. The energy's been right. And if the masculine keeps hanging out and just twiddling their thumbs and waiting while this happens, it's not going to come back to it. Spirit's saying that the energy is right to bring the union together. And what are they doing? Slow walking the whole system. But here's the cool thing about it, feminines. Masculines, you guys are Knight of Pentacles on this, clarifying the judgment. So you can try to fight it, but here's the thing. Spirit delivers this energy, tried, tested, and true. So if you're slow moving, it's taken a minute for you to get back over to the feminine. But Spirit's basically saying it's the way it goes. We've given you the letter and the destination. And the Knight of Pentacles is the U.S. Postal Service card. Granted, they're not Amazon Prime. It takes them longer to get there. But they do arrive, tied, tested, and true. Everything shows up. And neither rain, sleet, nor snow will stop the Knight of Pentacles from delivering that pentacle to its destination. So masculine, you can fight this as much as you want, and you can try to stay runner. But as soon as this flip-flops and the feminine embraces more of her empress energy while you're still hanging out as an emperor, what's going to happen is somebody else is going to swoop in and pick that up. Because the twin flame energy, if you want to subscribe to it, now we're going to start tapping into a little Neil deGrasse Archer sun here as we get ready to go into some messages from Spirit. We're going to take a look at how you guys are connecting right out of the gate. So we're going to spin flip it. We're going to clarify with both of you guys. And the messages are going to come from the Thoth deck, since the base point was 8 of Wands, communication, some straight up Sag energy hitting right there. If we're in Sag season, we've just had a new moon in Sag, and the sun is still in Sag. So with Jupiter going direct into Pisces, you got some dreamy, your dreams will get a little more intuitive and a little more tuned in. So right now, what is going on between the two of you guys, the way your frequencies are connecting as we go into this Neil deGrasse Archer sun. So now, if you want to subscribe to this theory, it's totally up to you or not. You're already here checking this out. So let's go ahead and take a leap of faith, and let's say this might be a way. So what if the twin flame energy is indeed a similar energy to any other ghost or energy, whatever you want to call it, spirit-wise, like, and it can jump. It can jump from one to another. If it's tied in a masculine and feminine, let's say that it intersects one person to allow the twin flame energy to ignite the beginning of the runner phase, so that each side gets to do the work to level up and get out of the ego trip energies that most people are subjected to due to pop culture. So if you want to subscribe to that, let's say that while you're into the runner phase, the runner, the divine masculine, takes off, the no contact separation begins. However, you've got the feminine who's already a little more awoke, because usually the feminines are the one that comes out to the masculine and says that, did you realize we're twin flames? Not to startle you, but okay. And once you do that, that's where everything starts to go cattywampus. And now, if you guys are both awoke, it can be a much shorter journey. But otherwise, you're kind of stuck running down that road with the fuel light on, and the check engine light on, and the airbag light might come on too. Who freaking knows? And when you put on a code reader, it's got more codes than you care to count. So one way or another, as the ship comes to port, that's when it flips that way. So then if the energy jumps to the feminine meets somebody new, while you're going, here's that defeat coming out from the masculine side. Then that twin energy can be like, well, okay, masculine, you kind of goofed. You didn't make it. You're not leveling up. You're not doing the work. You're not seeing this 3 of Wands. And what if that energy spin flips to the new person, and the twin flame energy ignites again due to the similar common just side of the soulmates, where you start as a soulmate to work into this twin energy. It's like half your soul. So the soul energy possessed you, right? So it had to possess the other person. And on the same side, what if you're the masculine watching? What if the energy's already left you? What if you're just back to being a divine masculine, and you got to level up so that you can get your soul energy to jump flip? What if the soul energy jumps? Just think of the spit and pea soup. The twin flame energy possesses the people. Some freaky deaky stuff. All right, so we're at that point. We're going to keep going because everybody's feeling defeated. But here comes the Hierophant. See, the union is supposed to happen, and the fact that it hasn't happened yet has just really flub-bubbed everything up. So, okay, some messages from Spirit for what energies we got going into this twin flame soulmate. No, just straight up twin flame. It's a straight up just freaking send the car to this scrapyard. Oh. Send the car to the scrapyard, and the Chariot is the energy at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, straight up Cancer energy, as if you're not dealing with a 7-7 Cancerian right here. Hello. Part of Fortune is Sag. Look me up. Hello. Give me a call. Boop. Anyways, Chariot energy. Foot on the gas. You know you're going to crash. Always on the go. Can't say no. Spirit is saying that it's time to go. And Archer's Chariot, has autopilot, auto cruise control. So once Spirit decides to infect that Chariot and take off flying, it's also a 4-wheel drive Chariot. The Thoth deck's the only one with a 4-wheel drive Chariot. But once autopilot takes on and the auto cruise light ignites, the Chariot decides to take off on its own, shifts the gear into gear, slams that pedal down, and it's full steam ahead. So the time is right. If we haven't heard that enough, we've got Aries, Leo, Sag, and we've got the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So we got to dish some loving out. And remember, a lot of these cycles, a lot of you twins met when the North Node was in Cancer. So you're all part of that Cancerian cycle that's happened over the past couple of years. So the journey goes back. It goes deep. It's a long journey. There's not really a shortcut. You can think there's a shortcut. You can turn the Chariot right now if you want, and it'll just, right. Free will that one, totally. 5 of Wands. Yep. Doing the work to try to get through this one, and you guys are both feeling it. The more you fight it, the more that Spirit dishes it out, because the 5 of Wands, granted, it's that stupid tent card trying to set the frickin' tent up, and you threw the instructions away, and you've done it once before, but you can't get the poles to bend right, and you're just about to chuck it. But if both the feminine and the masculine do the work to come through it, that's how you achieve the 6 of Wands victory. It's that competition, you guys both working together, and twin flames will do that as you mirror. There becomes a natural competition because you guys both awaken each other's oomph. Your stuff happens, right? Gemini energy with the Lovers comes out, the choice. So you make the choice to fight through this in double 5s, because we got this clarifier here as we head over to a 3 on this side with the Queen of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sag, you get more fire energy coming in to couple up with. And we actually do have, I love the Thoth deck because it actually has Cupid on crack up there at the top, getting ready to fire the arrow straight on down into all y'all, because you guys are just need to level up some more. Both you guys getting awakened more, High Priestess type energy with this Princess of Wands, or Queen of Wands, I'm sorry, because she's got the Ace of Wands with that. See the pine cone at the top there? That's the pineal gland. That's both you guys getting energized and awoken more to this connection, Gemini energy. A lot of fire, but also air now coming out on this time around. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, ruling the roost right there, hermit mode. So not a lot's going to be happening right away. You guys are both still going internal. This is when you guys connect in the astral plane, Virgo energy. You're asleep. You guys finally pass out from worrying and stressing and pacing the floor so much, and then you connect in your dreams. And if you have a dream where you see your twin, it's not a dream so much as it's you guys connecting. You guys are actually together on that plane, on like the 5D plane. So the more you hermit into Virgo, the time's right to do that, so that you guys can start to talk more, connect more, 9 of Swords, and start to heal. See, these swords have been pulled out. They're dripping blood. So these are still fresh wounds. This is something that you guys both go through and replay it, and the memories keep coming back. Thinking of that with the Chariot energy, this is that, like, you make it through the day, right? Either y'all, the masculine or feminine side, because masculine, you can say that the problems are just like, why does this always happen to me? Or I live in a fantasy land that'll never exist, that type of thing. But it's not. It's literally this. And I see you guys, like, this is driving home in the car, and you turn on the radio or hit your Spotify or whatever, and that one song comes on that completely brings up everything, and it's like this flood of emotions to the point that you like want to turn it off. Also, writing those out can help a little bit there, because once the healing starts, it'll go a little faster, and the more you guys connect on that energy, it'll just get you to that point. So on the feminine side, embracing this, because it's showing that you guys are, it's a lot of work, 5 of Wands work to get this choice to come together. And you both are so into this no contact thing. It can be a kick in the tail for both you guys. But the healing work is going on. Archangel Michael is doing what he can to try to bring this together. It's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen. So on the feminine side, yeah, see, the feminine knows it, 10 of Pentacles. The feminine is getting rewarded for the shit that they've been put through. You know, currently in the 3D, stuff's happening well. You're getting promotions at work or just accolades. You're getting complimented for a good job well done. You get somebody in line at the coffee at Big B, somebody at Starbucks pays ahead for you, so your coffee's bought for you, or that one person tries to buy you lunch, or you get a drink bought for you, or just even somebody being friendly or telling you look nice, like, hi, nice day, how you doing, or what. The feminine's seeing more Ten of Pentacles. They're seeing it more in a 3D level, while the masculine kind of gets stuck there. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Masculine, I did tell you that the feminine is coming out Knight of Pentacles. A lot of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn on the feminine side right now. I'm seeing that this Ace of Pentacles, somebody else is going to grab it, and that twin flame energy is going to pop, jump, flip over, and a new Ace of Pentacles is going to get planted, because especially when the work's getting done, and if you don't step up to the plate, it's going to happen. There's the moon. See, told you, the feminine's energy is starting to match up with the masculine. You guys are still mirroring. You're still twinning. You're both feeling these moon cycles. And like I said, to pay more attention underneath the new and the full moon. One of you guys are happy during the new moon. One of you guys are happy during the full moon. So just kind of following along to see which one is which will help a lot. 4 Cups. The feminine has literally exhausted all resources during the no contact to do the work and heal, and the feminine's manifesting what they want. They want that 4th cup to be luxurious and abundant. So they're just freaking going for it, because they've been doing so much healing. The heart's actually starting to heal around the swords in that, because they've been placed in there so long. The feminine has put up with so much of the narcissism on the masculine side, and the focusing on themselves and making it all about them, and not focusing on the feminine so much, and not listening to what the feminine wanted or how the feminine's love language was, and just trying to make it all about them and not acting their age and acting like a little child, and just really empering and making it all about them, to the point that the feminine's like, I am really trying. The feminine will hang in there as long as they can, to the point that they can't do it anymore, and they're just like, I need a break, I can't. And then it starts that fight. The no contact kicks in, because the masculine gets ticked about it, and then the masculine goes into their weird obsessive mode. It heads into the runner chaser phase, and before you know it, boom, you're in that separation, and the twin flame journey carries on. But boom, the beat goes on. So all right, now on the masculine side, they're feeling it totally different. The feminine is using this moon energy to manifest as we go through each cycle. So what we got from the masculine side, though, masculine's already jumping hangman energy. And bottom of the deck is the, bottom of the deck is the chariot for the masculine. Told you the cars are taking over right there in autopilot. And look at that. Even, I told you not, as the masculine drives in their car. Look at the energies, those purple energies behind them, that are just kind of always in their ear about what you did wrong, masculine. This is everything you did wrong. This is sending all those stupid texts. This is yelling on the phone. This is making it all about you, and they can't focus on anything when they turn on to drive home. And they're looking all like, yeah, this is fine, it's wonderful, but those shocks are bumping. So now the masculine's matching up to the general energies. So Spirit's doing a little extra work. Told you, the car's an autopilot, and the chariot does have an ejection seat. See, hey man, they can come out of this. They can end this phase anytime they want. They can talk. They can reach out. I don't see blocked energy. I see we're just in silent mode. Nobody wants to talk. The masculine can come down anytime they want, but they're still stuck. 7 of Cups. They are getting faced with you're taking too long. You're taking too long, masculine. You need to make a choice. Everything is out on the table. You know exactly what's going on and where it's going. And look how good the feminine is looking, man. You're gonna let this spit away if you take all this time. Just let me think. What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? You know, I want to stay committed to this, but I don't. I like effing around. I like all that player energy. Come on, masculine. You need to wake up for a minute. You're here. You're here. So that's awesome. That's awesome, Sasha. You're already making a choice to get started. 4 of Pentacles. Yep, the masculine's a little up in their feels, trying to figure it out. Look at how she can't figure out. She's got everything in the cabinet, but then doesn't really know what to do with it. Scrooge McDuck can build that awesome vault, but if you actually really try to jump into some coins, masculine, you're going to break every bone in your body. They're not porous. They're not. And I see some more, we got fire, but a lot of water, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio that hits over on the masculine side. So it's like I'm seeing like an earth sign feminine or a fire sign feminine, and you got either a fire or a water sign on the masculine side. I mean, it could be anything, but that's kind of where they're both going. The masculine is showing off more of their fire water, whereas you've got more of like really like a fire and earth. Yeah, like a fire earth on this side. So, but then the swords just kind of bleed out through the whole thing. So the masculine's stuck in there, and the Queen of Swords comes out. The masculine's stuck in there trying to do some work. And this is literally like a 5D level of them working with Spirit. Spirit's trying to explain to them how to do this, come forward, and they're still going, no. They're trying to do the work and start healing. See how they're coming? They're working on coming to an agreement. They're using their words wisely to, work out a contract, sign this up, and get to a point. So they're getting fed in it that it's where it's going with the Knight of Swords, or like Princess of Swords energy. Top Gun Maverick type card shows up. See, Thomas Edison goes to fly the kite in the wind or during the thunderstorm. They're gonna, and that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be like taking 440 volts right to the frickin' head with this energy. They've got, the masculine's got way more swords. So I'm gonna actually retract and rewind that statement totally. That you got some air and air, water on this side, and the fire and earth over here. There's all four of the elements that bring you guys together. So that's crazy. So the masculine may have more water and air placements, whereas the feminine has the fire and the earth placements. So, but you've got all four that once the masculine comes around and does the awakening, King of Cups, it's a little more Cancer energy on the masculine side shows up, that they're willing, they're ready to do the work. The time's right where they can start to level up and come back together. Because one way or another, as the masculine and the feminine both do the work, that's when that twin flame energy will hop and lock, pop right into place. So a lot of Chariots, a lot of, I see the water and the air on this side to fire and earth on that side. Yeah. So you guys are both getting bombarded with a lot of work and info, but it is starting to show. It's affecting the masculine side a little more internally. They're not showing it. They're still staying a little cocky or confident, or even maybe trying to come across in an opposite way from what they're feeling. The feminine is doing what she can to, and remember, there's no gender in tarot. It's the energy that you're embracing. Doing everything that they can to come through on that one. So potential outcome for the twins in this lifetime. Potential outcome for the twins in this lifetime. We're just going to grab these are just a few, a few cards, and then we'll pop one from each side too. Let's do that. All right, let's see what we got here. So, potential outcome. What do we got going on in this lifetime for our twins? We've got the bottom of the deck is Justice, more Libra energy, and that card of Lust. You guys, okay? You guys may come together in some good union. As Libra energy, another cardinal sign plays out, air side, so definitely more on the masculine side. You come together with some just the drive, that lust for wanting each other, not just in a sexual way, but just across the board, being with each other. That's how the scales lay out. Boom, Ace of Pentacles. Do we really even want to pull another card at that point? Potential outcome is planting that Ace of Pentacles seed that the feminine already has to get a little start to a new beginning. And strength shows up, Leo energy. And to ride out a twin flame journey, much like this one, involves an awful lot of strength to plant that Ace of Pentacles. The feminine is trying to level it up and using that strength, Leo energy, to find something to come together. Princess of Pentacles, more earth, right there. So, and the Princess of Pentacles carries that Ace of Pentacles, has the strength to carry it, even while looking down to proceed into the road ahead. So the scales of justice are balancing. The masculine is starting to get fed a little bit more out of this, that the feminine has the Ace of Pentacles, and if you want this abundant life in this time, then you need to use some of that strength to come together. You guys are destined to come together in this lifetime. It's just making sure that each side does the work required for a union. Holy crap, that kind. All right, the feminine side's done talking. Leo and Scorpio comes on the feminine side. I told you we had a lot of that coming out. Happiness, that's all they want. They want a new happiness. The feminine does not want to go back down the beginning of the twin flame journey. They want to proceed ahead. And that's wild to see that jump. Four of Swords. Yep. Want to call it truce, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And that's wild. Just like that to pop. So they wanted to start again, start fresh, and not look back on this. They're ready for what happens after you go through the separation and the divine union comes together. When the twins come back together, oh, if it happens in this lifetime, it's just a beautiful thing, right? And whether it's with the energies, once the twin energy hits back around, it's just bomb.com. And then on the masculine side, we're still Three of Swords in it. The energy jumps. I did mention that we might have the reversals start to happen, which brings us closer to union. The masculine side now pulls a Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. They're taking on the chaser side. They're starting to come towards the feminine side. That's a big step towards union when you start to have the energies flip. The Tower, other Scorpio and Aries energy comes in. See, the masculine is starting to awaken to this, even though, and it could be a small Tower moment. She just dropped her cup. She can go get another cup and refill it. But it's a Tower moment nonetheless. The masculine is feeling this Tower stuff big time. There's a lot of Scorpio influence, and we just came out of Scorpio. That puts them to a Six of Cups. And that's what their Tower moment that's happening, that's got them going Three of Swords. They're up in their fields feeling like, oh my God, I effed up my chance at happiness. This is the energy that will cause them, because they know that the feminine, you masculines, you guys know that the feminine energy is where your happiness lies. It's very deep when you're in a twin flame journey. That's where your Tower morning is. This combination is the, oh crap, I effed up my happiness. And the masculine self-destructed, a very good thing. But the happiness is lying on the feminine side, and there is a great chance of union if you guys focus on doing the work. You know, let this energy play out the way it goes. You never know when a twin will show up. I love you guys very much. I know it's a rough and rocky road, but we shall make it all down this together and, you know, see where it goes. So stick around. We're going to write out the rest of 2022 and see what 23 brings us, because this is a lot of strong stuff. The twin flame journey is interesting. If you liked this, even if you didn't, and you just want to see me completely, you know, make fools out of myself all the time, then like, share, comment, subscribe, set the bell for all the notifications, because yours truly does indeed go live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Yeah, Eastern time. Do a live all signs. Just check out what's cooking. If you're watching this right now, it'll be tonight. So it's only coming up in a few hours. If you're watching this whenever you're watching it, because it is timeless, and it will resonate to any and all places, because you don't know what point in the twin flame journey you're going down. When you find it is when you're meant to find it. And we literally got, everybody showed up. We got the air and the fire over here, and we've got the earth and the water over here. So everybody's coming to the party. Energies are right, 301 style for it to come together. If you'd like personal reading, you can email me at ArcherAstrology@gmail.com, and we'll talk tea together. Otherwise, till next time, I'll see you later. Peace. Yeah, cherry.